Hi parents, today we're going to get into what your child is learning regarding place value. This week we've been looking at the thousands period and the ones period, and this is new for your child to go up to the hundred thousands place for numbers. We've been talking about how to read, write, and say those numbers, and that you start with naming this whole number before saying thousands and then going into the rest of the number. They'll need lots of practice with that. We've also talked about value, which is how much a certain digit is worth. We use that vocabulary of digit. For example, here the 2 is in the hundred thousands place, so that digit is worth 200,000. Then for the rest of the week, we've been talking about how to compose numbers and decompose numbers. And what that means is how the number was actually formed. Here's a couple of examples. If we give a student this information, we would expect them to be able to put it together to realize that all of this forms this number. And the opposite is true. If they wanted to decompose, we would give them the number, and then they would be responsible for coming up with this information to make it. And we can get into some trickier ones. For example, if instead of going by each individual place, we could say something like, I could just make it up out of all of the ones place. We relate this with base 10 blocks, which is what we use for teaching place value. Or something even trickier, such as I could use just 106 of the thousands and 29 tens, 6 ones. This is a little bit new for the students, and they're looking at, instead of just for, in the past they've seen things like just 2 tens or just 9 tens, and understanding that's 20 or 90. Now they're looking at 29 tens is actually okay to say in place value, and that means that you'd have 290. So they're looking at making up numbers in a little bit of a different way.